me try to get this a little bit not zoomed in. We are here with the Capstone. We're doing a little live stream, so I figured answer some questions instead of just doing a video. See what you guys think about this truck. If you have any questions, this is the Blueprint 2024 Capstone. This is the flagship trim of Tundra. If you're new to the Tundra, iForce Max, 5.5-foot bed, 4x4, Crew Max. Only comes one way, so why not walk around it? Hear what you guys have to say about the truck. If you want to see any features working, we now have that option. This isn't like we're at the dealership and we can't go on the inside, so I figured before this thing goes back in a couple days. Hi, John. How you doing? Kevin, what's up? The sun is not at a great angle, so I apologize for that, because of course I can't do it at the right time, but looks like it's about to go down, at least to a point where we can do this. How is the sound? Are we coming in good with the sound? No problems with the mic, a little windy out here. So yeah, we'll see who's around. It's kind of a weird point in the day. I have no idea what time it is. I'm guessing it's around 4 o'clock Eastern. So we shall see if anyone's around, if anyone has any questions. If not, I'll just kind of run through the truck and then we can go from there. All right, sound is good. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. So a little bit about the Capstone, in case you don't know, in case you're new to Tundra. This is the ultimate luxury in Tundra. It has some unique stuff. Hi, Fred. How you doing, buddy? Reggie, what's up? Unique stuff on this truck. First off, it's fully loaded. Okay, it has every luxury option you could get on Tundra. JBL panel, all the good stuff. Power folding mirrors. It has the automatic bed step and side steps. The only Tundra that comes with 22-inch wheels. Unique grille up front. And the beautiful interior, which we will go look at momentarily. This has the bird's eye camera. This has everything. Everything you hear me talk about every single day with these trucks. This has it all. Would love to give the Cap a go, says Kevin. Very expensive truck. This one here, as it sits, is a little over $80,000. Blueprint looks good. I think Blueprint looks good no matter what the trim is. It could be down in SR5. It could be up in the Capstone. This is where it's at. If you don't know how the bed step works, you don't have to do anything really. You just have to open the tailgate. And this truck has the button. So this button is limited and up. SR5 does not have the button on the side. What a shame, huh? So you hit the button, bed opens, and that comes out. And then you could hop up into the bed. Not bad at all. You could also, there's a button on the inside where you could shut that off. Hi, Mark, gorgeous truck. Must be fun to drive. It is very fun to drive, my friend. It is very fun to drive. It's very smooth. iForce Max is amazing. I spent 6.5 hours behind the wheel of this thing when I did that MPG video the other day. 170 miles out, 170 miles back. And let me tell you what, this engine in traffic, engine transmission, they are meant to pass vehicles when you need it to. It never felt slow. It never felt like it was struggling to find the gear it wanted to be in. Silky smooth all the way through. Not in use. What's going on? So the bed of this thing, this is the regular composite. We have some leaves. We got the LED bed lights. They are on. Cody, what's up? Car prices plummeting. Maybe we'll get back to normal. Whatever that is. Hey, man, I would love to see that real quick before I start talking about the bed and all that, because of what Cody just said there. These Capstones, there was a time a few months ago where all I saw was huge markups on Capstone. Well, these Capstones now will, man, you get them for like 7-8 grand under MSRP. Alfredo from Kissimmee, I like it. Right by Disney World, good times. Hope you have your season passes. You got your outlet there, bed lights, deck rail system. This bed does the job. The only thing I would suggest for this bed is to get the bed mat, because this is a little slippery. You don't need the spray on, just get the bed mat. Save yourself the money. You got little areas here where you could put a 2x4 or whatnot. You could put a bed divider in here. Wondering how the iForce Max compares to the regular iForce in real world situations. Okay, so having driven both, having owned both, the iForce engine does just fine. It's that 10-speed transmission that makes these engines really do what they got to do. But the iForce engine is perfect. I have no problem with it. And when I go back to it, I will be like, oh, I missed you. The hybrid iForce Max is a little more complex, but you could definitely feel the extra power. Can you live everyday life with the regular iForce? Absolutely, times a million. But if you have the iForce Max, you might as well enjoy that little bit of extra oomph. And I think you'll enjoy it. Because let me tell you what, when you start putting weight in the bed, when you start trailering, that's when the iForce Max is really going to kick in. But I still want to stress the iForce engine, the regular 3.4 liter twin turbo V6, is more than adequate. And that's, I don't want to even say adequate. I want to say it's a great engine. I want to say it's a fun time. I want to say if I had the choice of an iForce Max and an iForce, I'm very happy with my double cab iForce. But both are fun, and I strongly suggest before you make any purchase and spend this level of money, you go and you test drive. Now, if you want the Capstone, it's iForce Max only. But let's do what everybody wants, and let's get on the inside of this truck and look at some of the real features. Now, real quick, you see the tailgate. You see the step. When you close the tailgate, the step goes away. Okay? Obviously, sensors. Capstone. I'll show you the front of the truck real quick before we go on the inside. Got that sun, so I don't want to get you too bad. Unique grille up front, premium LED auto leveling headlights, iForce Max. The thing is a beauty. The thing is really a beauty. And again, even if you don't like these crazy exterior features, Blueprint's the way. Are the seats more comfortable than your Tundra? Yes. The answer is yes to that. All right, so watch. I don't know why I just did that. Steps come out. And I'll be honest with you, when I'm not making videos for you guys with this, I hit this button right here that turns them off. You could have them out, auto, or off, because I keep jamming my shin on it every single time. I'm not used to power steps, so that's just me. Let's look at the back first. So when you get back here, now some people have been saying they love the fact that the interior is so unique. Some people have been saying you could never use this as a truck. I'll be honest with you. This truck is probably going to spend its life, and I mean the Capstone in general. Maybe somebody who takes the family on some trips, but needs the bed space for things like Lowe's, Home Depot, maybe a little mulch, maybe, you know, luggage, going on trips, towing the boat every once in a while. I don't think this thing's going to be at the work site. But the good news is, you know, it's not like the only Tundra available. There's all different types of trims of Tundra. So you can use it the way you want. This looks like it wouldn't be terrible to clean. You'd have to keep up on it, in my opinion. The only part, if I'm Toyota, and Toyota, if you're listening, everything in here I love. But this needs to be black because it already has marks on it. There's not much miles on this truck. This right here too, make that all black. I love the look of the white on the interior. The semi-aniline leather looks great. I think the interior look with the wood grain and everything just looks fantastic. Black headliner. But just change that part. That's all I ask. Like this, you just got to make sure, you know, make it a point every week, every 2 weeks, wipe her down. If you have kids, skip the Capstone. Get yourself something with a black interior. The rear is way smaller than the second gen. Absolutely. HK says TRD Pro or Capstone. I'm going to go with the TRD Pro. I am a Tundra fanatic, and I love the little cues on the TRD Pro that make it kind of like a homage to the heritage of Toyota. I love the fact that, you know, it has the Toyota heritage grille and stuff. I love the road presence of the Pro. I didn't see who just asked me, but somebody asked me if this has the ABS suspension or the heads-up display. It does have the heads-up display, which we will turn the truck on momentarily. It does not have the ABS suspension. The only option you can get with the Capstone is to add the load leveling rear height control and ABS suspension or the tow mirrors, and this one does not have that. So anyway, before we sit down in it, here's the back seat. Somebody asked if it's smaller or said it was smaller than the second gen. Absolutely smaller, but still a ton of room. Still a ton of room. And it has heated and ventilated rear seats and some charging ports. If you really want to get in depth, make sure you watch my walk around video of this truck from a few days ago. There's no storage under the seats. I think you guys know that already, right? It's just the battery. Blaster, what's going on? Jonesboro in the house. I like it. So if you go with the heading my way, loving the Blueprint, I agree. If you go with the regular iForce, this is all storage. But if you go hybrid, this is where the batteries are. If you get one, are we going to see a Capstone Pro from you? No, I cannot afford a Capstone. I can tell you that right now. I can't afford a Pro either. Mitch, what's going on, buddy? My uncle just got a 2024 Platinum, or you haven't driven it yet, but nice truck. Still driving my 2011. You have a great day as well. 2011 Platinum. You don't see those very much. I hope you're enjoying it. You do get a little storage back here. Ugh. Sorry if the views suck. So you get the subwoofer JBL. And over here you get a little storage action. Nothing too crazy, but enough. And these seats go all the way down. It's just the headrest is hitting this because I sit back a little far because I'm taller. So for the back seats, that's it. I'll even hop up in, show you what's up while we're in here. You get a good shot of the front seats too. So the seat's back pretty far, and I still got room where I'm not touching. So it is comfortable back here, even for me. Once again, heated, ventilated. Got your cup holders. So do you agree with me? Make this all black. Just so it's not something that gets gross, right? But it's a really nice interior in here. It does look good. Ambient lighting, you can't really see right now because the sun's up. It looks real good. It's kind of over there. You could see it right above the handle. You could see it a little bit back here too. At night, it really glows. It's something special. And black headliner is a must. Absolutely. We'll go to the front seat now. We'll turn it on. You guys could ask any questions you may have. I figured this was a good idea. I don't usually do this. I'll do a live stream where I sit in the front seat. But this was more of a walk around. Let's start it up here. Got that power button there. Does it have the mood switch by the rear view mirror like the Platinums have? It has the mood up here, right there. And that's how you can adjust the mood lighting. Ozzy's Boneyard, we're going to turn that down. It's too bad copyright law exists because I'd be blasting Ozzy's Boneyard right now. And here is the digital gauge cluster. Very nice looking. I love the steering wheels on these new Gen Tundras. The soft leather is awesome. All your options right there, very easy to use. I agree that the white interior will not age well. You can imagine that grab handle on the doors is going to get grimy from hands. Yep, I agree. Your grab handle's up here, black with a little letter on the middle of it there, which is kind of a nice little fun touch. Those are power mirrors, obviously. Get the leaf out of there. Love it. And we have the digital rear view mirror. And we have the big 14-inch screen. And like I said, some people ask all the time, why the Capstone over Platinum in 1794? To me, I consider them all the same, pretty much luxury level. The only difference is this is the semi-aniline leather, a little bit softer of a leather. And all of these options are standard, okay? You still got to add a few things here and there when you get to Platinum in 1794. Everything here just is as it is. Got that capstone over there. And this mood button will change how dark or light the capstone. You can't really see it now, but if you look over there, you could kind of see the blue come and go. So you could change that too. I'm at the grab handle on the door that you can close the door. Yes. Oh yeah. No, anything around where you touch a lot will get dirty. But I think if you keep some wipes or something in here, you might be okay. Everything is soft touch. Even up here, you can see the stitching. This is all soft touch. In SR5, there's a little shelf there, which I wish they would bring to the big trims like this, but I guess we don't get that. This is cool looking, this little door here, but I use my cup holders a lot, and I don't need this. So in the low trims, I guess we'll say, SR5, they're just cup holders. There's no little door here. And this has the wireless phone charger, which I'm not a fan of anyway. So it's nice. It's good because it's the same idea as every Tundra. It's not completely different in here. Like the buttons are all the same. There's just, additional ones like the side steps and whatnot. This has the fuel door on it. So all of the iForce Max Tundras have a fuel door with a button, where if you get the iForce, the regular iForce, it's one that you just open from the outside. You don't have the button. Nice and simple. Good truck. Why not? If you have 80K, why not go buy one? But I guess my question to you is, if you had the money, would you buy this? Alfredo says, still have my 1794 TRD Off-Road Sport Test 2018. Bought from Toyota dealer. 0 miles. Oh, man, here we go. 0 miles, now has 64,000, free of problems. Yeah, you might as well keep it. I mean, if you have a truck you love, there's no reason to change out of the truck. That's the way I look at it. And everyone knows how this screen works. Everyone loves when we do this. So I'll show you a couple views here. If you're in reverse, which you will hear it going off because we are near the garbage cans, let's go into drive. It's way easier. You can hit the camera button again, and it shows you all the different views here. So you get the reverse, you get in the bed, you can do the bird's eye. It's great. And then you get the overhead bird's eye there when you do the front and the rear and all that. I thought I'd like the Capstone when it was first announced, but I'm Platinum and maybe one day a Pro guy. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I like the Platinum, to be honest with you. If it was going to be 1794 Capstone for me, I'd go 1794. HK says, what's the standard option difference between 1794 and Capstone? The difference is, let's go 1794 first, okay? So in 1794, you can get the TRD off-road package. You can't get that in Capstone. Standard options for the 17 are this is pretty much the same as the Capstone. Auto leveling headlights, pano roof, JBL sound system. You get a choice between two different genuine leather colors in your 1794. This just has the semi-aniline leather that is a little bit better than that, but in the end of the day, it's all the same. Am I right? You also get the black headliner. The AVS suspension is available for 1794 and Capstone. The TRD off-road package makes the steps, the bed step and the side steps not standard. That's standard on Capstone. On 1794, that has to be added, and you can't get that with the TRD off-road package. So pretty much the standard features are there with 1794. The difference is they'll tell you this is the ultimate because of the semi-aniline, the unique interior like this, and everything standard, including the steps. So there's not too much difference with the 1794 and Capstone, other than things like the big 22-inch wheels on the outside. Don't forget 1794, your choice is iForce and iForce Max, two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, 5.5-foot bed, 6.5-foot bed. When you get into Capstone, this is what it is. iForce Max, 5.5-foot bed, Crew Max, 4x4. Have to get it that way. So luxury level wise, like I always say, if you heard me earlier in this video, Capstone 1794 and Platinum, pretty much all the same, where Platinum and 1794 give you more options to change because you can't change anything up here. This is just for people that want the Denali of Tundra and they don't want to do anything to it. That's the way I look at it. Can you see the heads-up display in the camera here? It's right there. If you could see it, I don't know if it'll focus on it. See it there? People were asking about the heads-up display. Naked eye, it's extremely, extremely clear. I don't know. Let me know if you can see that heads-up display there. It shows the direction, the gear I'm in, and the miles per hour I'm going, which are 0. You can kind of see. I'll try to get closer. Oh, there we go. Now you can definitely see it, right? Look at the hood of the Highlander. See it now? It's very clear in person. I will say this. If you wear sunglasses, polarized sunglasses, you can't see that at all. Have I noticed the difference with the auto adjusting headlights? Absolutely. Absolutely. They're very bright. They're nice. They're great. And they're at the level they should always be at. So personally, when I have my manual leveling ones, I always level them down a little bit so I don't blind anyone. Well, the auto leveling headlights take care of that. As a vehicle is approaching, or if you're approaching a vehicle, they lower automatically. So you're always going to get that optimal light beam ahead of you. So I guess that's the pro of the auto leveling headlights. And this has sequential turn signals, and it's got a nice look to it. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Capstone. We love it. If you're into this high level luxury stuff, some like the off-road look, but this one is quiet. I don't know if you can even hear the engine. We're on battery right now. And the way I could always tell when I'm on battery, obviously there's no RPMs and the oil pressure is non-existent. Hey, Mike, how you doing? As many people I see driving with their brights on, I no longer worry about mine being too high. Copy that, my friend. But ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions about Capstone, feel free. This is going to be the second to last video we make on Capstone. We're going to do kind of a closeout video when this thing goes back. This doesn't have massaging seats. I don't feel like it needs massaging seats. I mean, it has the thigh lift. It has a button to lift this up a little bit for your thighs, and it has lumbar support. I don't need the seat to massage me going down the road. There's already too much in these trucks, but to each their own. I do like the Capstone color match grill. I think that's a great idea. I think putting the color match around the grill versus the chrome is great. In fact, we'll end the video there. We'll go look at that real quick. Shut her down. Seat goes all the way back so you can get out. You can kind of really see the mood lighting now. I don't know if you guys can see the Capstone is starting to brighten up there. It's a beautiful truck, though. A lot of money. Not cheap. And we have the auto leveling headlights on because I just got out of the truck if you wanted to see it there with the fog lights. And this is the grill. So the cool part about this truck that I love is that this is not chrome. They made that body color. That gives it a nice, unique look. There you go. It's a good shot of the truck there. 22-inch wheels are insanely comfortable as far as going down the road. I thought it would be a lot more bumpy of a ride, but no. I was shocked when I started driving it and realized it's silky smooth. Everything with these new gen Tundras, you can hate the new gen, you can love the new gen, but when you get behind the wheel and you get to drive, I've driven quite a few of them now, and especially with the one or the trip I just took when I did the 6.5-hour trip with this thing. Everything they did with the suspension, with the frame, the whole engineering of the new truck has just made the driving experience top notch. So I do give credit to Toyota for that. This is less ugly for the new gen. It really, okay, so I was afraid when the Capstone was announced, it would just be chrome everything, but it's got a lot of nice features going down. And again, blueprint is a color that makes everything look good, right? But the chrome isn't insane. It's just, there's touches of it. There's trim here, there's trim here, door handles. The wheels are not like super chrome. They got black in them, just like the front grille. It's black with chrome. I think they did a great job with the styling of the Capstone for what it is. I am not really into these big luxury trims of any vehicle, but for what it is, it's not a bad looking truck. And I have to shout out one more time on this video, Blueprint, probably the greatest color available. You think TRD off-road package option is a must for Tundra, and what does it actually add to the vehicle, HK says? I mean, I guess it depends on how you use your truck. They did change a little bit for the new generation Tundra versus yesteryear. It used to just be like a wheel tire and a mild off-road shock package. Now they added a locking rear diff, multi-terrain select, crawl control. You can't get those three things on a non-TRD truck. So keep that in mind. So there is some functionality that comes with TRD off-road now. But if you're not going to take your truck off-road and you don't care about not having the locking rear diff, maybe this is the truck for you, or one of the other trucks that don't have TRD off-road. Barry, what's up? I joined late. How would you compare the Capstone and the Special Edition 1794? I would be, if I had the money, I'm going to tell you the truth right now. If I had the money, I would be putting my name, I would use any clout I had with Toyota to try to get my name on a list for that Special Edition 1794. Things that I used to say about the 1794 that, oh, I wish they did this, 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 and this, came to life when it, when they came out with that limited edition 1794. That's exactly the Tundra I would want. Exactly. So I compare them in a way of, this is the ultimate luxury, but the 1794's ultimate luxury meets the TRD Pro. And I like that because the 1794 is my favorite trim. So big fan on all that. The problem is every time you guys say something to me, the messages go away. So I cannot see any of them after like 5 seconds, they disappear. So, oh, there we go. Hold on. So that's what I'm thinking, Barry. If I feel like venturing out tomorrow, I may ride to my local dealer just to see how inventory looks. I'd love to know. Joe says, rear locker. Yes, sir. That's TRD off-road. Hi, Joe. How you doing? Andrew says, what's the wife think? I'll be pretty honest with you. My wife could care less. She just doesn't want to pay for things like this, right? So we have an SR5 2023 double cab, and that's all we need. But she doesn't hate it. She just doesn't care about cars and vehicles. And she has her Highlander. She really likes her Highlander. She loves the fuel mileage of the Highlander. And she loves, it's a very sporty feeling vehicle, but at the same time, she very much misses her 4Runner. Because the 4Runner is a tank. And that's the difference. This thing's a rocket ship. This is a race car. The 4Runner is a tank. And I just think she liked the feeling of being in something that's extremely safe, because that was a truck frame. I love the 4Runner. Dan, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? How's my favorite pilot doing? Other than Russell K. You're my second favorite pilot. Tell me what reference that is. I'll be very impressed. Yes, Blueprint is beautiful. And you know, the problem is when she looked out the window when this truck first got here and she was like, hold on, wondering if the higher trims are quieter, smoother on the roads. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Don't forget acoustic glasses in this, a lot of soft touch all around. It just feels like an extremely quiet, nice, gentle ride. So keep that in mind. Um, oh, when this first pulled up, my wife looked out the window and she was like, "Oh, it's black," and I was like, "No, no, it's Blueprint," because I don't know how the camera's going to do it justice, but from certain angles, it doesn't even look like blue. When the sun is shining on it, you can really start to see the blue. But when it's not, man, it's pretty good, and I like that. It's not a super bright blue; it's just enough. But the truck looks great. So I hope that answered some of your questions. You guys had some good ones. Again, everything's standard feature here, top of the line of all. Is it quieter than the Pro you had? Um, yeah, because the tires were kind of noisy on the Pro. Who can forget Independence Day? My man Dan. God bless him. Yeah, I mean, this thing is super smooth. I mean, it's built for on road. I mean, those are road worthy tires. My issue was, as you can see, with these big 22-inch wheels and the lesser sidewall, I thought they would be very uncomfortable, but they were not. And I'm shocked by that. That was the con I was expecting to give you on my long ride with this truck. And then when the con wasn't there, I was like, man, there's just, I'm not going to make cons up. I don't have many for this truck. I'm going to be very sad to see this go. Every time they tell me, hey, we got a Capstone, do you want to drive it for a week? My answer will always be yes, because this thing is just different from other Tundras that I get to drive. The Limiteds are fun. The TRD Pros are great. I get an SR5 every day, does the job just fine. But this thing is like the flagship, right? They want this to be number one. Speaking of quiet ride, have you tested the Platinum? I wonder if that ride is quiet. Looking into one, thanks for the reviews. Anytime for the reviews. Have I ever driven a Platinum? Yes. Is it quiet? Yes. I'm telling you, the Platinum 1794 and Capstone are pretty much the same deal when it comes to the quality of ride. Tires are a bit noisy on my truck. Probably won't go with these again. Okay, yeah. I mean, but don't forget, you want the capability of that tire, so you might have to give up a little noise, a little quietness. And at the end of the day, can this thing get through snowy days? I don't know. I'm guessing they could. I mean, they are Bridgestone dualers. That's a pretty decent, reputable tire. There is enough tread to do the job. Big, powerful engine under it like that, but let's see. I don't know. This one here only has 3 drive modes: Sport, Eco, and Normal. If you were to buy one, TRD Pro or 1794. 1794 all the day. Oh, I messed that up. 1794 all day, twice on Sundays. Make it a 1794 TRD off-road, please. Why TRD off-road? I'm not a huge fan of chrome, and I would like a little bit more body coloring. I like to have the locking rear diff, and the TRD off-road gives a lot of nice little features like the grill and stuff. So it's kind of where I'm going with it. But yeah, 1794 is my favorite trim. If you don't hang around the channel a lot, or maybe you don't know this, down in my office that I do a lot of my videos, my office chair is actually a 1794 2022 Tundra driver seat. So that's my obsession with the 1794. So that will always win. To me, 1794 is the true flagship trim of Tundra because of the heritage that's behind it. But that's just me. So what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? You like this thing? You hate this thing? What color in 1794? It would have always been army green, but they got rid of that color. That's discontinued for 2024. So hit me with a Blueprint 1794 with the saddle brown interior, TRD off-road package. Bang. And I'm good. iForce or iForce Max? I don't know. Ryan says I need a 1794. Okay, I'll tell you what, Ryan. I agree. Make sure all of your Tundra friends are watching the videos and watching the ads. Help a bro out. I'm just kidding. These trucks are expensive. I'm probably going to be in SR5 land for a very long time. I can't afford these things, man. They're too much. Cars and trucks nowadays have gotten very expensive. So my double cab SR5 TRD off-road was 58 grand and change, almost 59,000. I paid for my 2020 TRD Pro Crew Max 56. So I got to stick in the SR5s for now. When the channel grows and gets bigger and bigger, we'll start worrying about these high trims. But GoFundMe for a 1794 for a channel, Andrew says. I can't do that. GoFundMe is meant for real reasons. I've always felt this way about GoFundMe. It's not, hey guys, can you help me pay for an $80,000 truck? That's not going to happen. GoFundMe is for people who need help in real life circumstances and crisis. That's the way I feel. But yeah, just watch the channel. That helps. Trucks are as much as a house. Yes, they are. But I thank you guys very much for being here for this live stream. I hope you're around tomorrow morning because we're going to be live streaming from a dealership. Not going to tell you which dealership that's going to be, but make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Doug says, we love our 23 Tundra Limited Crew Max 6.5-foot bed. Supersonic red, no chrome on it except on the mustache. I love it. Supersonic red's my favorite. We don't see enough red Tundras out there, so pretty happy for that. I mean, I'm not happy about that. I wish I could see more. I'm happy you got the supersonic red. Obviously, I can't talk this evening. That's my bad. So make sure you hit the notification bell and hit all notifications so you know tomorrow morning when I go live from the dealership lot and we will look at some Tundras. My favorite thing to do. This was kind of like a prequel. Actually, I think I'm going to go inside and edit a video I have ready to go and put that up tonight, probably around 7 or 8 o'clock. So make sure you check out tonight's video. I think you'll be very impressed with what that video is all about. Classic. We're talking classic Tundra, legendary Tundra. You need to see it. Dan, be safe. Everyone have a great day. Please don't forget to be thankful to our military and emergency services for all they do for us to keep us safe. God bless all of you, and God bless the United States of America. Have a great evening.